All right. So most people, they just kind of get like discombobulated, basically mixed up with how to create content. And the foundation to how you make content is very important. I'm going to show you the four pillars and the batch system to be able to create content in a way that actually works for you as far as creating your business and everything you want to do. Okay. So it's really simple. Let me just move this over here. Content is step zero. Your content will lead people to Skool. Skool will have its own content, and then Rico, and then booking, and then sales, and whatever. But no content, no leads. No leads, no calls. No calls, no revenue. Everything starts here. But most coaches get it wrong. They put random tips with no strategy, or they're selling too often on every post, and nobody cares, nobody engages. Okay? So you have to be very careful with what you're doing. All right? Let me move myself back. There are four pillars that I like to work with. Okay? Most of the time, educate people. You put your tips, you put your frameworks, you put your how-tos. That's great. You put your story into everything. We've spoken about this. And you tell your story into every one of these, and you talk about your niche to your person, to your avatar. Remember, we spoke about that. Now, probably another 25% of the time, I know my percentages are off, but ideally you want to move the percentages to what works best for you. Then you inspire. So let me just move it right away. So this is very, very simple for you. Okay, right here. Let me go back. Okay. Let me move my percentage to 20%. And this one here. And as you can see, I'll do them as we're recording this video. Okay. So as I was saying, educate is number one. Inspire can be number two. You don't need to put it all the time, but you put your transformations, your wins, parables, whatever you want to put that will inspire people to make a change. That's often, but not too often. Then some behind the scenes, some struggles, something personal. That has to go in there because people relate to that. And if they relate to that, they connect with you. And if they connect with you, they'll follow along your story, and that's how you sell. And eventually, very little amount of time in your stories do you sell. So book a call, join our community, enroll into our new class that we just got. Whatever you're going to do to actually sell them into your world, not just sell them the money side, but sell them into your world. Sometimes some people are not ready to buy right away. So you got to just sell them into your world, and then from there you can get them to purchase. But it's going to take you doing these things so you can understand how to make the best content. So the education, for example, the percentages are off here as well, but you get the point from the last slide. Okay, it's 20% of those. So I don't want you to think that we can't take the time to fix them. It's just this is to help you so we can move on. But you got to write this down. Educate would be number one. 3 mistakes that are killing your fat loss. How to read a nutrition label in 30 seconds. The only 4 exercises that you need. Those are things that are educational. Cool, 40% of the time, a little bit less than half of the time, that's what you do. But you got to inspire people. My client Sarah lost 40 pounds in 16 weeks or whatever it is. From couch to 5K, her story. Profitable parable frameworks transformation post, meaning you put some type of story parable and you use it as a transformation tool that inspires people. So you could tell a story of a parable that you know about, like you can talk about the turtle and the hare, and then that way you can tell that parable how trusting the process and keeping going, that'll be really good for somebody to actually achieve results. That'll be an inspiration, for example. And you could tell ChatGPT to help you with these ideas so you can make them into your stories and your reels and everything. Now, relatable posts. I almost quit coaching last year. Here's what saved me. Behind the scenes of your morning routine, personal struggles, lessons learned. Those are all relatable things that people really understand. And then what they do is they say, Lalo gets me because he understands what it feels like. They want to know what it feels like, and if you know what it feels like, and then they say, I trust you because you understand me. And then the last part is that you sell. 3 spots left in my 12-week program, or book a free strategy call, link in my bio, join our free community on Skool, any of those things. Okay? That's what they look like. The ratio matters. All educate, free resources, no revenue. And if you do all selling, is annoying, no trust. If you can see this line right here, this is what you kind of want to get to. Trust and revenue, both of them. Okay? So all educate is free resources, all sell is annoying. The ratio builds both. You got to have these ratios put together. Okay? Now, sample week. Monday, you educate. Tuesday, you inspire. Wednesday, you relate. Thursday, you educate. And then Friday, you sell something. You can also mix this up to be like morning, you educate. Afternoon, you inspire. Then you relate to people. And then at nighttime, you tell them to go buy this thing or go get into this thing. Okay? Also, you want to film in batches. 2-hour sessions on Monday or 2-hour sessions on a Wednesday. Film 4 or 5 different things, and then you schedule them out on your own throughout the week. You don't want to schedule out the post too much because you don't want to make people feel like you're automated. So just be careful with that. Create once, distribute everywhere. One filming session gives you content for the entire week. That's Gary Vee's model. Okay? So every piece of content feeds the machine. You post a reel, IG, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, and then you have your call to action in the comments. Join the free community. And then they join your community. You capture that lead. And then automations start to happen. That welcome sequence starts. Then they book a call in your school, in your Calendly, whatever it is. Then your CRM or anything like that sends them the reminders. They show up. And then when they come into the Zoom call, that's when you close them. Content isn't separate from sales. It's the first step of the sale. That's how it starts. So I'm going to give you a content calendar, which you're going to be able to download down here. Okay. The 4-pillar system is going to be on there. It's on the vault as well. So just click down here. Plan for the next 2 weeks. Align each pillar. Follow the 40, 20, 20, 10. Forget about the 25s. That's my mistake. I'm sorry. But it's 40, 20, 20, 10 ratios. Batch your films, 2-hour sessions, one time. You film 5 reels, 5 beat structures, and schedule them out. Remember, schedule them on your own. And then post your content plan. Share in the community. Don't start phase 2 without these foundations. Content is step 0. Everything starts here, and then you can get the person into your environment. Okay? So content is step 0. Everything else is going to be after content. Cool? Let's go.